Welcome back to the Manly Fat Wales YouTube channel. I'm joined today by the first ever, I think it's fair to say, I don't think I've ever had any father-son combinations in the past. Father and son, Corky Senior and Corky Junior. Did anyone record you Corky Junior?
Nice one, Dad.
Did anyone record that before?
No.
Is that why you've gone with Archie?
Archie, yeah. They away from thought you had two sons.
Do you have two sons?
Aaron and Archie.
Ah, okay, fair enough. When did you just start calling yourself that one day?
Chose it himself
Get rid.
when he was the ideal
What does
grasshopper.
that say about your naming abilities?
Well, what can you say?
Well, I did change my mind then. I cried because you kept calling me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this was a long time thing.
For 24 years he'd be called Archie.
Oh wow! Wow, I was trying to call you anything else. Both of you first time in the room, the very very hot room. We're gonna do the team roundup with the Bok, beautiful of course, and then we'll do some questions about yourselves, and then I know you kick off in 26 minutes, so I'll let you shoot off straight after that.
No way.
What I wanted to start with asking you, Archie, and I want Stan to try and overlay this on the video if you can. One of my favourite memories of you is, I think you played for Yellows and I played for Whites. And you've beat me, you very much won the ball off me.
Still is.
Have you seen this video?
No,
It's a
I haven't seen it,
fantastic video. I was very proud of myself. You've nipped the ball off me, you've gone, and I've sort of reached behind myself in hope that I would find some of Archie to grab hold of. And I did. And it was wonderful. What are your memories of that moment?
Just pure pain of whiplash. A claim still going through the court, I believe.
I think you carried on playing.
I did.
Oh, okay, it was fucking sucks though.
Hell of a grab.
Honestly, I was trying to get that overlaid. If not, we'll definitely show you afterwards. It was one of my proudest moments down here for sure. So I want to talk about Bok. Tell me about Bok. It was a good season. I think you won the combined league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of great losses throughout the season. Any particular moments that stand out?
Just throughout, really. Everyone sort of smashing the scales at first. We did dip towards the end, but hopefully now picking up in the new season, people start getting on top, which, like tonight, we've seen a massive improvement on those scales, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we've all been good this week.
Even Bradders has lost, so
I'm going to put that in the title. Even Brothers has
yeah,
lost.
that's it.
He's still got a way to go to be back in the negative. He's doing
He'll
all
get
right.
there. He'll
He's
get
doing
there.
all right.
It's a good start, that. You, Corky Senior, you've lost loads of weight, I think. I mean, since it's been this 20%, 15%.
Yeah, I wanted to hit a milestone each season.
Mhm.
I did 3 in the first season, which kind of slowed me up a bit.
Nice.
And then I hit my 20% at the end of last season. I've done about 32 kilo now, just over 32 kilo I think, since I started.
And when did you start?
August last year. So
Okay.
just about 9 months perhaps.
What was did you have a goal when you joined?
Well, to be honest, I knew I was big, but I didn't know how heavy big I was.
Mm.
It was a bit of, even before I got on the scales, I said to Stan I wanted to lose 7 or 8 stone.
Okay.
And then got on the scales and got off and said maybe 10. But yeah, it's going well, I'm enjoying it. Still enjoying it, so I want to lose another 4 or 5 maybe. And I've just passed 5 stone now.
So 32 kilos, is that 5%?
It's just over 5 stone.
That's
It's
fine.
71 and a half pound.
And another, we're going to do that again.
I want to do that again,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
if I
but-
can. That'll put me about
That's my weight. That he lost.
What was your goal when you first signed up?
Don't know really. Like same sort of boat. Didn't really realise how sort of heavy I was, and until people started taking the piss type thing. Like yeah, do you know what? They might be right here. And then obviously I left for a bit because I kind of lost interest,
Mm.
and then started feeling the same I was before joining, a bit down. So yeah, joined back up. Then the baby was on the way, so it was sort of
Oh yeah, congratulations.
lose a bit, so I'm not such a heavy dad, if that makes sense.
That's
Ready-
coming, isn't
trying
it?
to run races,
It'll
can't
be
you?
heavy groom next year unless you sort it out. Anyway.
Yeah, that's it. So
How old are you that one?
4 months now.
So not old enough to understand Peppa Pig yet.
Not yet, thank
But
God.
when is little boy,
Girl.
little girl, when she does, Daddy Pig is seriously ridiculed very often. They pick that up. Kids are cruel.
Well, that's why I joined, to be honest. You know, if someone calls you chumps for the last 6 years, it sort of pushes you in the right direction.
It really does. It really does. I hate being called big man. That's one of It's sort of like the accepted term, isn't it? But actually,
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
I think call worse.
Well, of course, haven't we all? So talking about goals then, when you weren't with us, there was a slight increase, came back. Is there some way you're headed? Is there like a milestone in particular or a particular way?
When I left, just before I left the first time, I think it was like 0.4, I think, and 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally this season, I want to get to that. But I want to get around the 90 kilos. I think it's 93 something. It was 10%. It was. It might be even more. It might be a higher factor now because I've got even more weight on when I left than when I was when I first joined.
Wow.
But yeah, around 90 kilos is sort of the target, and then see where it takes me from there.
Okay. Talking about moments with the team or outside of the team, do you have a particular moment with Man v Fat that you look back on as a favourite or a highlight thus far?
Just went to claim Whiplash against you.
Yeah.
Each game's different. You know, some games are really competitive, some games are quite having a laugh and fun. Don't think you can kind of pinpoint it to one moment really. It's quite enjoyable throughout. So.
I think for me, obviously the amount of weight I lost in the first season,
That's correct.
because it was just dropping off me. And the difference, I didn't play much football in the first season because my knees were shot to bits.
Mm.
And second season I've started playing, and I can feel myself getting more mobile within reason because of my knees. You know, the service isn't best anyway. But I think the biggest thing for me was just convincing myself I couldn't be as competitive as I'd like to be.
Sure.
Because I played rugby all my life.
Okay.
So
It's very different.
coming
Yeah,
across is a bit different. So you've got to. Once I convince myself that I can't be as competitive as I want to be, because I'm a naturally competitive person, I found it a lot easier. And I'm enjoying it now, you know. In the beginning I used to worry that I'd make a dick of myself or let the boys down, but it's not like that, you know, you just get on with it, just jump in.
It's a real safe environment.
But it's like, you know, you play 7, you'd be blowing, now you know, pushing like 24.
I done full game last season, and
Yeah.
when all our players were missing.
I love that. I love because it's great seeing the numbers come down, right? But actually, when you can look at something like, I used to not be able to do 7, now I can do 28.
I could do 7, it was the knees that wouldn't let me.
Right. Okay.
You know, if I had,
Will they let you now?
yeah, I can
Is it not
walk, at least I
working
can walk down the stairs tidy on a Saturday morning.
It's great, right? These
Whereas
are the ones-
when I first started, I'd be hobbling for a week. I might play 1 week and have 2 weeks off. But that's what I told them when I started. Like, you know, I might not be able to play. I was here, but I might not be able to play every week.
of course.
But I've just grown into it slowly.
You showed me your before and afters today. I'd love to. We can hover them up. We should as well because that was between 5 and 20. I think.
Yeah, and I'd already lost 5 then.
Awesome.
But it was the first time I'd really seen. Obviously, your clothes feel looser, but I could see the difference then. You know, it's ridiculous.
And how does it differ from like other programs? Have you tried other programs before, and is this different?
No, I got re-diet and then I lose a bit of weight. But I think with this for me, as soon as you put me in that team environment, whether it was because I played rugby so long, my mental attitude totally changed. So someone said to me, right, you might not be playing football, but if you lose weight, you can gain a goal. And if you know, do you know what I mean? And if you gain weight, you can lose a goal. And once that mental attitude come in, then it totally changed the way I look. Like 9 months, I've been pretty good, solid, like, you know. And I do like a weekend away.
Well, you've scored loads of off the pitch goals
Yeah.
last season.
I think in the 9 months I've been up 3 times.
Really?
I think that's all it is.
After your weekends away.
I was Morocco, 11 nights all inclusive.
Nice.
Christmas, Butlins I got away with. I lost 0.2. That was a
Nice.
big weekend.
Nice.
And then Belgium, I put up 0.4, I think. So I think I
never
put
been
2.
Belgium.
No, I don't bother.
Okay.
Unless you like your drum and bass and trance, and
No. Shan't bother.
it wasn't the best. Or craft beer, that's the worst.
Oh, okay.
Everything is 8% plus and tastes
Maybe I'll
like
stop
shit.
by there. The went somewhere else.
Tastes like shit.
Oh, really? Not
Oh no, I think I necked every drink I had for the full weekend.
That's usually a pig.
Which one? Yeah, I'm a pig, yeah.
Do you think is there a difference playing in the same team as your old man?
No, I'd take a piss out doing the same as anyone else.
Yeah, because I know I'd drive him more, if that makes sense. Because really, you got on it because of me, really. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
There's something I wanted to do, but I was worried about my knees.
I mentioned it a few times before, didn't I? But then you finally come,
I just bit
and
of
then
bullet and
straight
I
away.
thought, let's try it.
Brilliant.
Well, I've loved it, to be fair.
But we're always like ringing each other. Why are you doing good week?
It makes
and why
so
we
much,
didn't.
such a difference.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does help. We're both sort of there for each other. Like, you know, he's
Yeah.
getting married next year, so there's another incentive for me to push him as much as I'm pushing myself.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
terrific, terrific. How far? When's the wedding?
August next year.
Oh, very good. Plenty of time to
Yeah,
look hot for that.
definitely.
We started by talking about Bok, so we'll finish with some quick fire questions about the team, and then I'll let you both get off to get warmed up for Bisno.
I'm warmed up already. I'll be sat here.
B&J's.
B&J's. Ah, very good. Which member of your team is the most competitive?
Oh, it's got to be that way. Yeah.
Yeah, probably me, to be honest.
More so than Champo. I thought Champo would have been a short
Champ-
fire.
Champo's got short his fuse, I think, but
Shortest fuse.
if someone upsets him, the aggression comes out. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and,
Yeah.
Depends which way the game's going.
and if he loses, he'll want to kill anyone.
Who's the biggest nerd? There are a few options in your team.
I reckon Daisy.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll go with that as well.
I would have also had Rob or Kirk.
See,
on
Rob
this.
goes into the radar. He's
Yeah.
a dark horse. He loses all the time. And
Dark Horse is on this list.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
we've covered that already because he'll just sneak in.
and he'll
you
run all
just-
game, Rob.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's a
But he doesn't
really-
say much to
silent
anyone.
assassin.
No, I like that though. Because because we all know him.
Yeah.
Do we?
I don't think we do.
It was that big
I
guy
think he
over
would
there
win
that's
his
not
match
like
over
not
the
saying
shores.
anything.
Just sneak it out. Who's the most driven?
Kirk gives it a good go.
Kirk is captain this year now, and he's,
Yeah.
Oh, looking forward to that.
he's right on it.
Yeah,
Looking
he's in the
forward to
group.
that.
Maybe
It's great
so.
when you got to pick a sub and he'll come up and tell you your bad points and I'll look after you.
Really?
Well, he just said to Brad, you're blowing after 7, so I'll give you a break.
Yes.
It's brilliant. And I
If
just
I were in the
laughed.
season.
I fair play to Brad. He said, "You're captain. I'll do whatever you want. I'm not bothered."
Also known as you're right.
This question was added. It's a rubbish one, but I think of all the showers I've seen here, one of them did occur. They're both actually occurred members of your team. So who is the longest in the shower, or who would you theorise is the
I
longest?
don't think I've ever seen anyone in the shower now.
No,
but
the shorts
Depending
Kirk
on-
had on last
yeah.
week. I think he might have been smuggling a mouse.
he had his daughter's shorts on, I think. Because Jesus, it was a weapon.
It wasn't comfortable, was it?
It wasn't.
We'll say Kirk. Who spends the most on kit?
Well, Amy is the first football top I've ever owned,
It's a nice
and
one.
that was 20 quid.
Yeah, but we were talking kit. Look, you knee brace on each. But yeah,
Yeah, I bought 2 knee braces and I got another one underneath. I then given to me.
I don't know, kit.
I invented this question for Jordan, who spent an extortionate amount of money on boots. But
Stanley
no,
got a few football tops, mine.
Yeah, Scanders, but
Champ actually bought boots this week, I think.
he's also got loads of bags. He's got kit coming out of his ears.
yeah, but and Champ has because he's got like tops with like Champich, Champchenko,
That's true.
Champs, whatever.
It's kind of their
whatever you can
trade,
put
isn't it?
Champ before you got.
Champ.
Like,
We'll say
And obviously, whatever's been left in the change rooms, whatever's gone.
all of this. All of this.
Yeah.
Who runs the most?
I'd say it's between 2, and I'd say Archie's probably, he's up and down like yo-yo, but then you've got Kirk.
Scanners, there's a bit of running.
Rob don't stop, mine.
Yeah. It's a bit of a combined, isn't it?
I'm not in the equation, I can tell you that straight away, but
You're more of a
I'm
waddler.
more of a roundabout.
More
Your
of a
question's
waddle.
coming up, I think.
More of a waddler, isn't you?
Yeah, I like to call it a waddle.
It's an effective
It's
one.
not even a strut.
Who is this is a shit question for your team, but I'll ask it anyway. Who's the goal scorer?
Kirk.
I was thinking Kirk. as well.
Kirk.
Look at the stats.
Who's the funniest?
I don't know, he got a bit of banter.
Yeah, eight little Frodo.
Oh, Aid!
Yeah.
Oh, every week he comes in and he's
Yeah.
like, he's been psyching himself with a car and to come in and be funny. I love the idea of him just staring in the wing there going,
He's always got something to give, Aid. I gotta be
He
fair.
hasn't been there for a while, so we look forward to seeing him again.
yeah, I always look forward to seeing him. We've talked about your dark horse, but dark horse?
Yeah,
I'd say Rob.
He goes in the
Big
radar.
Who is the biggest loser?
Oh, you.
Maybe.
Wait down just your general attitude, to be honest, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, wow. I'll take that.
Wow. You've got an award coming for your performance on the scales from last season. It was a truly phenomenal one, so there is a
Right.
great answer to that. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. It's on the website. It's either top scorer or amazing loser. I can check after this. Yeah, they're
I
really
don't think
posh.
he was an amazing loser because I think I only done about 7.5 kilo last season.
Well, I'll check.
Whereas whereas the first season I was losing between 1 and 3 a week, I was hitting 0.9, 0.8, no matter what I did. But obviously I had a couple of trips away as well. But I also got in my head a loss is a loss.
Loss is a loss.
You know,
And
last
loads
week
of them.
I did a wedding the week before, and it was a good wedding. And I come in and I lost 0.1, which is a minor miracle. But I thought that'll do.
Take it.
But then get back into it, and I've done 2.1 this week.
Fantastic.
So hopefully the numbers will go back up a bit now.
Thank you both.
Losing so much, it slows down, doesn't it?
It does, and it does become a rhythm as you get into the throes of it, but you've still very much got yours. So to both of you, great progress. You both look different, there's definitely much to see, so congrats, best of luck later on, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.